Well, the first and immediate effect would be the price of food. The price of food would go up 2 or 3 times what it costs now, because there's no way you can get an American to go out and spend all day in that hot sun picking food for you for less than minimum wage. And also, if he's an American, he's going to want benefits, he's going to want breaks, he's going to want vacation, he's going to want raises, and the price of food is going to keep going up and up and up. And even foods that are not affected are going to go up, because the people that are getting the profits are going to use it as an excuse to raise their prices. You need to think about things before you let your racist attitudes make your political decisions for you. History is full of examples of laws that were based on racist fears. For example, the reason why you can't walk down the street carrying a gun is because the fear of black people with guns. It comes from a time when it was okay in America for a policeman to shoot a black man without explanation. So to protect themselves from being murdered in the streets by those sworn to protect and serve, 4 or 5 black people would get their guns, get into a car, and follow the police around as they patrolled. And whenever a black man would get pulled over, they would sit there and watch them with their guns drawn. They did not point their guns at anybody or threaten anyone. They just stood there with their guns visible, watching the police to make sure that they did not do anything that was illegal. Much like that guy showed up at that political rally with his gun. Same thing. That sounds scary, right? Black people with guns, oh my God. Well, it's that fear that allows these laws to get passed. Well, during this time, there was no shootout between any black people and the cops. And surprisingly, the cops behaved themselves. So to counteract this, they went ahead and spread fear and racism to get a law passed that says you cannot carry a gun in public. And that's why today you cannot carry a gun in public. Well, I know some of you can carry a gun in public, but you had to pay a lot of money to get that privilege, didn't you? See, you're paying the price for these other people's racist laws. Another law based on racism that affects us all is the insurance law, stating that you must own insurance if you want to have a driver's license. Right away, everybody jumped on that law. Let's get those damn Mexicans because they're driving without insurance, and once we pass this law, they have to have insurance. Not realizing that this law affects you too. Now you cannot drive without paying these insurance companies whatever price they ask, because you have to have insurance. Which comes to health care. People were complaining about Obama's health care plan, saying that the government cannot force people to buy insurance. Hello, they've been forcing people to buy auto insurance forever, and nobody complained about that. Had you have spoken up at the time this racist law was first implied, then we would have something to say about the government making you buy health care insurance. But that opportunity was missed, and why? Because of racist attitudes towards Mexicans driving without auto insurance. And guess what? The people that were driving without auto insurance are still driving without auto insurance. And yet you cannot drive without auto insurance because you will get in trouble. Do you know who the major backers of the insurance law was? The insurance companies. They used your hate to manipulate your vote in order to get you to pass a law that says you have to give them your money. Wake up. The more you let hate make your decisions, the more of your rights you're going to forfeit to the government. For example, I hear people complaining about anchor babies. Those are the children of illegal immigrants who are citizens of the United States because they were born in America. So the hate-filled people that cling to their racist ideals want to change the law to say that being born in America does not automatically make you an American citizen.
WTF, mate?
That's not going to happen, because that was another law that was born out of racism. That law actually dates back to the time of slavery. That law was created to counteract the racist law that stated a child of a slave is also a slave. But after the emancipation, people still held on to their racist ideals and did not acknowledge the children of black people as being American citizens. So it is because of our ancestors' hatred and racism that that law exists. good luck trying to abolish it. So if you buy into the bullshit about illegal immigration and let your hatred make political decisions and sway your vote, then you're going to end up making laws that hurt our children in the future. So don't let other people's hate affect the way you make your decisions. Because if you're really concerned about where your money goes, then you would be against the war. If you don't like illegal aliens, then make them citizens. Problem solved. Till next time.